Freezing, isn't it? So we better get warm, we better get you energized. Now, what you'll need today, yogis, is lots of layers. Layering is key, isn't it? So keep your layers on, but I really hope that after the session or throughout the session, you feel warm enough to take a few layers off. But I do sort of strongly advise you to keep all layers and woolly socks like me on for the moment until we get nice and warm. You'll need your two cans from the cupboard. Doesn't matter if you haven't got weights, you can just grab 2 cans. Always check the back that they are the same weight, okay? And if you don't want to use cans today, then absolutely fine to just make 2 loose fists, and I will demonstrate all the arm exercises that you could do without cans, but still get a workout and still work and firm and tone your arms, okay? So don't worry if you haven't or don't want to use weights today. You can do all the exercises without weights as well. Well, let's get warm, but first of all, let's arrive in the space. I haven't had this fleece on for quite some time, so you know how cold it is here. Let's just hold a moment with the breath. We'll just allow ourselves, I often call it arriving in the space, just a few minutes to focus on your breathing before we actually start the actual yoga practice on the chair. So if you want to join me in this, you can. We're going to turn the palms uppermost. Aim to sit nice and tall, even though you are sitting in a chair. There's this assumption that, oh, I don't need to really think about my posture in a chair, but you do, because it's very easy, isn't it, to slump. So I want you to sit tall for a moment, actively keep the spine straight, comfortably so. Keep your feet about hip width apart, yogis, and turn your palms uppermost. And that, just turning the palms up, just opens up the shoulder and clavicle area, and it's said to sort of just facilitate a deeper, more open breathing practice. So we're going to take 8 breaths today. We usually take 5. I thought we'd work a little bit longer on the breath. And what we're going to do is close the eyes if we wish to. Obviously, if that doesn't work for you today, then just gaze softly ahead as if you were looking toward an imaginary horizon. Palms resting uppermost on your thighs. The breath's slightly different today. We're going to inhale through the nostrils. I'm going to demonstrate. But then as you exhale, rather than breathe through the nose, I want you to open the mouth gently and expel the air like this. Okay, so we inhale through the nostrils, open the mouth gently, and a sense of sighing the breath away. So we expel the air through the mouth, we take the inhalation through the nose, the exhalation through the slightly parted lips and mouth, okay? And we're going to do 8 of those, so closing the eyes if you wish to. Again, just sitting tall in your chair, feet hip width apart. Let's begin. As we inhale, we take in fresh energy. Open the mouth gently and breathing out. Through the mouth if you can. And again, inhale when you're ready. Open the mouth. A real sense of expelling the air, but again, don't strain. Let's continue. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale softly. Exhale through the mouth gently. We're going to do 4 more slowly, in your own time. Inhaling again through the mouth. Expel the air out through the mouth. Inhale softly. If comfortable, 2 more in your own time, yogis. Gently closing the mouth, open the eyes when you're ready, turn the palms so they're facing down, and relax here. Just take a resting breath in and breathe out through the nose as well now. And just relax. Okay, so that's said to invigorate us, it's said to revitalise and aid vitality, and also help to rid the body of fatigue. And it's a little bit like expelling all the stagnant air as we breathe out. But what's key is not to strain, okay? Well done, something a little different there, yogis. I hope that was okay for you. Now we're going to move into the major joints and we'll start with the upper body. So just shake it out. So a limp wrist, just shaking it out, that's it. Up and down if you wish to, that's it. Just shake it out. That first stretch of the morning, perhaps for some of us. Then we'll make our two arms, keep them to shoulder height in front, palms down. We're going to inhale and make that loose fist, thumbs inside, four fingers wrapped around. Try and keep the elbows straight here if you can. Exhale and open. And we'll do 6 today. Breathing in, breathing out. And again, don't strain as you extend and open the fingers too much. Inhale, loose fist. Exhale, open. Try 3 more if you can. Breathing in. That's it. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale slowly as you stretch. Once more. Breathing in. Breathing out. And shake it out. So a limp wrist. That's it. Open and close the fingers. That's it. Do that rapidly for a few seconds. And shake out the wrist. And we'll go straight into the wrist joints now, yogis. Let's bring them to shoulder height again. Make 2 loose fists if comfortable. Start to rotate them inwards towards one another. Lovely. And this is just nice to untie the knots in the wrist joints. A few of those in both directions. I'm going to move them away now. So wrist joints moving away from one another. The key here again is to aim to keep your shoulders at, if you can, shoulder height, and your arms even, but keep those elbows open. And now let's pause. We're going to do our bit of wrist and brain gym. Begin one wrist in one direction if you can, and the other in the opposite direction. Untie the knots there, well done. We're going to pause, we're going to go in the opposite direction now. The other wrist in one direction, the opposite wrist in the opposite direction. Lovely. Again, just have a go. Don't take it too seriously. It is just about having a go. Relax and shake it out again. Anything where we're stimulating and warming these extremities, fingers and toes, will help to aid the circulation if they're feeling cold, stiff and tight. Open and close the fingers and then push. Let's push against our imaginary wall. Fingers facing up towards the ceiling. Again, try not to strain the wrist joint, but pushing gently against that imaginary wall. Exhale, bring the hands back. Inhale, push out now against those imaginary pillars. Exhale, we'll keep going. Breathing in as we push forwards. Breathing out. Inhale, out to the side, push against those imaginary pillars. And exhale, we'll do 4 more. There's 1. There we go. And 2, so inhaling, exhaling here. Inhaling again, exhale. 2 more, we'll do 2 more rounds. Breathing in. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. Once more. Inhale to push, exhale to release. Inhale, pushing outwards, exhale. And you got it. Shake it out again. That's it. Open and close the fingers gently and just shake out the wrist joints. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Okay, so another one for the wrist that we'll put in now. Let's imagine our arms are sort of holding onto 2 imaginary door handles. So I've taken the arms out to the side. Inhale, twist them carefully to one side. Exhale, twist them back with care. We'll do 6. There's 1. Good. Turning the door handles. And 2. And 3. And 4. Brilliant. And 5. Make sure you don't over twist. And 6. Both directions. Elbows are soft. And again, shake it out. Every time we stop, just take a deep breath in, remind yourself to breathe, and a deep breath in to fill the body with that vital force. Well, let's move straight into the elbows now, yogis. We'll take them out to the side at shoulder height with our palms facing uppermost. We're going to inhale and bring the fingers to the shoulders. Again, aim to sit tall. Exhale and open. And we'll do 6 again. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, good. Exhale, 3 more. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale and exhale. 1 more if you can. Inhale here and exhale. And let's do another exercise for the arms. Turn them down, palms down, and start to pulse. I always imagine that we've got 2 big beach balls underneath each hand, and we're just trying to make these little pulses. We're looking forwards, we're keeping the spine tall. Let's see if we can do 10 more. Count with me if you wish to. 1 and 2 and 3 little pulses, 4 and 5 and 6, breathe 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Fantastic. Now relax the arms, roll back your shoulders because often we feel that tightness there after those exercises, and forwards. Now, these are shoulder rolls. They're really nice to release the tension and tightness in the shoulders. But before we go into the shoulders, let's go back into the arms, into the wrists, and a little bit into the elbows. Take your hands out, turn the palms again as if you're pushing against two walls, but start to make little circles. I want to say cleaning the windows, but looking at the weather, you might bring on the rain. So it's just little circles. That's it. Great exercise to firm and energize the arms, toning the upper arms, but also working shoulder joint, elbow and wrist joint. Let's go in the opposite direction now. Okay, so this time moving the hands in the opposite direction as if we were washing the windows. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. And pause, relax, shake it out again. The arms do get tired, particularly upper arms from these exercises. Again, open and close the fingers. And then just think you were playing the piano. That's it. Some of you may do, so go along, move the fingers. That's it. Improve the dexterity there in the finger joints and shake it out. Okay, let's go straight into the shoulders again. Let's do 6 very slow, mindful rolls back, shoulder rolls. So 6 of those if you can. Now, if I give you sort of between 6 and 10 of something, by all means, halve what I give you if you need to. Or even stop, remember if there's discomfort. I'm going to go forwards now, 6 of those again, hands resting on my thighs, there's 3 and 4, do stop again if there's any discomfort with the shoulders, and 6. Let's do 1 back and roll them back now, that's it, just make that shoulder wave, and forwards. Lovely, and that's again, just a little bit of extra movement there, and then shake it out. Now, whilst we're here, what we're going to do is come forwards and then give yourself a little bit of room, feet hip-width apart, hands now on the shoulders, just a little bit more work here. Let's imagine we've got very sharp pencils on the end of each elbow. We're going to draw some circles in a forwards direction. That's it, nice and slowly. That's it, these circles are small. Make sure again that your breathing is relaxed and even. And then a few in the backwards direction. So moving those shoulders in the opposite direction now. Sitting tall. Excellent. Lovely work. 1 or 2 more. And then because you've come forwards a little bit, let's do a little bit of a waist workout. So keep the hands here. Shunt forwards, but make sure your buttocks are on the chair. Feet a little wider than hip width now. Inhale, just twist gently to your left. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, twist to your right, and exhale back to center. Breathing in, twisting to the left, breathing out, coming back. This is wonderful for the waist, but also excellent for lower back. Inhale, only twist as far as you can. Exhale back, let's keep going. Breathing in, twist gently from the left, exhale back to center. Inhale, twist to the right, back to center. We're going to do 4 more. 1 round constitutes both sides. There we go. Get a little faster if you can. So don't stop in the middle now. See if you can inhale and exhale without stopping in the middle. This is number 3. And exhale once more to each side. Inhale and exhale. Anything that's going to help to lubricate and energize the spine is a good thing. Gently though, and release. You got it. Shake it out. All upper body workouts, removing stiffness in the spine. And once we're here, we're going to work the neck. But before we do that, let's do a waist roll. Not done one of these for a while. So again, we've sat forwards on the chair, just incorporating a little bit more work in our spine and torso, okay? We'll then move into the neck and then go into the lower half of our body. So I want you to imagine you're stirring a big pot of stew or porridge, whatever your tipple is, shall we say, hands resting on thighs. So start to roll from your waist, yeah, as if you're stirring a big pot of jam, soup, porridge. It'll almost be lunchtime by the time we finish. So let's think about soup. That's it, stirring the pot. Or imagine, if it's easier, doing some hula hoops, you know, one of those hula hoops, slowing it right down. And this helps to lubricate all of the lower back, but also it works the waist nicely. Let's go in the opposite direction, working the torso, that's it. Just seeing if you can do some slow waist rolls in the opposite direction now. One side may feel easier, stirring the pot. One more. Well done. Come back to stillness and then just shake it out. Arms, let them relax. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and sit back. Now, finally, let's not forget the head and neck, okay? Neck maybe feel a little bit stiff, it's cold today. So let's do a few neck exercises now. Again, if you find that this is uncomfortable or if there's any pain, just stop, okay? So sitting tall, let's again take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and we'll just drop that right ear to the right shoulder. Just enjoy that stretch. Breathing in, breathing out, and bring the head back to the center carefully. Then left ear to left shoulder, and again, just observing the stretch in the right side of your neck as you breathe in, and gently breathe out. We come back to center. Let's do that again once more. This time, as you take the head down, I want you to turn the head if it's comfortable. Look down towards the floor on your right side and just hold that, and that facilitates a little bit more of a side stretch in the neck. So gazing down, bringing the head back up and carefully back to the center. Left ear to left shoulder, then turning your gaze to look down towards the floor. So I'm looking down towards the floor on my left, and that again facilitates just a little bit more of a stretch into the side neck. And then bring the head back up and relax. Roll those shoulders back a few times, forwards. These are attached to the neck and the nerve endings affect the rest of the body. So again, if you're tight in your neck, you may be tight in other parts as well, of course. It may have what we call contributory factor. So now we're going to do a little sort of workout with the neck. We're going to turn again to the left, sit tall. And we're going to inhale. Today we'll just do a gentle one. We're going to exhale, glide as we turn the head carefully to our right. We can breathe in from one side, breathe out as you turn. And the main thing here is to do it really slowly. Breathing in, again, turn the head to one side. Breathing out as you glide to the other. So take a breath in here, carefully glide to the other side and exhale. Let's do one more, yogis. Breathing in, turning the head carefully back to our left, breathing out. Then we're going to inhale, bring the head back to the center and roll those shoulders back. Good. And forwards. And if it feels right, just shaking it out. Let's do the back of the neck now. Now, sometimes this doesn't suit everybody. So if any dizziness occurs, if you feel uncomfortable doing the pose physically, just stop, okay? So I'm going to profile myself to the side. I'm going to sit tall. I'm going to breathe in. And then I just drop the chin to the chest, relax the shoulders, hold for several seconds. Use that exhalation to bring the head back to the center. Now again, only hold the breath for a few seconds here, yogis, okay? Do it twice more if that was comfortable. Here we go, breathing in. Chin to chest, holding the breath, dropping the shoulders and just enjoying that stretch all the way down. Exhale when you need to, bring your head back to the central position. Relax. We're going to do that once more, yogis, okay? Inhale deeply if you can. Chin to chest, dropping the shoulders. Feel the stretch all the way down that low back. Exhale when you're ready and bring the head back to the center and relax. Lovely. Okay. Always need to do those carefully. The neck again can so easily get dislodged, disjointed, and we can strain it if we're not careful. So roll those shoulders back again, yogis, and forwards. Have another little shake out. And well done. We incorporated some nice moves there with our spine, those waist rolls and twists. So just notice if the spine feels a little more supple, or perhaps if you just turn from side to side. Just trying that now. Notice if that feels a little looser. It really can help if your back is tight and you hold the tension in your upper body. Grab some water if you need to. I shall just grab mine and we'll move into the lower half. So yogis, in this pose, we've got, it's only about 8 minutes to 12, so I'm going to do this for about 8-10 minutes, and then we'll move into the second part of the practice. But what we're going to do is, just like the upper body now, open and energize some of the major joints. And those joints will be your toes, your ankles, your knees, your pelvic and hip region, okay? Those are the areas we're going to just warm up now. Now, I'm going to bare all and take off these socks, although they're very nice and fluffy. But again, you don't have to. Yes, you will have more range of motion and movement if you take your socks off, but don't feel you have to today. It is chilly. Keep them on if you need to. What I am going to do is just make sure my feet are hip width apart, sit tall, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Okay, now, just as we did with our fingers, let's scrunch up the toes gently and envisage flicking them away. And I use the imaginary sort of visualization of newspaper balls. You want to scrunch them up with your toes and feet and flick them away. Try about 4 more. Scrunching, flicking away. As it go gently. If your feet are cold, it can bring on a bit of cramp, so go carefully. If you do get cramp, then just stop and massage that area. Let's do 2 more together. Scrunching, flicking away, breathing in as we scrunch, breathing out as we flick away, and then spread the toes wide. That can be done in socks as well. And we'll lift the toes, give them another wiggle. Any opportunity we can to stretch into the digits of the toes is a good thing and very beneficial. And then spread them wide. Lift them, give them a little wiggle, say hello to the toes, and spread them wide. We'll do that 2 more. Lift the toes, give them an affectionate little wiggle, and spread them wide. That's it. Once more. Lift the toes, give them an affectionate little wiggle, and spread them wide. Well done. Okay, so let's move into the right foot. Raise it just about hip height if you can, but lower if necessary, and just start to flex it backwards and forwards. Of course, we can synchronize that with the breath as well. So what we'll do is inhale and point the toes down towards the floor. That stretches the front of the foot nicely. Exhale and bring the toes as far towards you as you can, and that activates a deep stretch in the back of the knee. And we'll do 4 more. Breathing in, breathing out, flexing forwards, flexing back. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, good. Inhale, pushing down, and exhale towards you. And then we start to untie the knots in the ankle joint like we did with our wrist. Now I'd like you to do between 8 and 10 of those. It doesn't take long, but it's just an extra insurance policy to make sure that your ankle joints are slowly opening. So the more you can do gently, the better. Stop though if there's any discomfort. I'm going to do that in the opposite direction now, between 8 and 10 rotations in the opposite direction with my right ankle. And again, you can do as many as you want to, but do stop if there's any discomfort. Then we release down and we just simply switch sides. So let's raise the left leg when we're ready. And we inhale as we point down to flex the toes. Exhale towards us. Breathing in as we point down. Breathing out towards us. Try 5 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, pushing, exhale. Of course, the left side may feel quite different. Perhaps you're tighter here or it's easier. So just monitor that gently. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's do 1 more together. Inhale, pushing down. Exhale towards you. Good. And untie the knots. So gently between 8 and 10 rotations in your own time. Brilliant. Again, notice if this side is tighter or easier to rotate. And then don't forget to go in that opposite direction. Take a deep breath in every now and then. A deep breath out. Keep your breath relaxed and even, yogis, if you can. And then release that foot down. Shall we try both together now? Let's do that. Let's bring them up and we'll separate them and see if we can draw some wide circles inwards, as if the big toes were trying to come in toward one another. Just 2 or 3 more. That's excellent. And then try between 3 and 4 in the opposite direction. And again, it may feel a bit clumsy, but have a go. I'm going to do 1 more with you. And then pause. I'm going to push 1 forwards, 1 back, alternate those stretches and do 4 more. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Lovely. Okay. And those side to side, I call this the wiper blade stretch, as if we were washing the car with the feet. Side to side stretch. That's good. Stop if you get any discomfort in the hip though. Okay, only do that if that feels comfortable in your pelvic and hip region. And then we'll bring them together and just push them all the way down, feet together and toes towards you. 1 more, pushing down, toes towards you. Last one, pushing down, toes towards you. Lovely. And then give them a nice little wiggle. Say hello to them again and release them down. Good, okay. So if you want to start marching on the spot, that can also warm them up. So let's do that for 10 seconds. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, slow it down, 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Lovely. Now there's one exercise for the feet that we haven't done for a few weeks, and that's stretching the front of the foot. Can be done with socks, trainers or bare feet. I've come over to my right. I then keep my right knee bent and I'm going to rest the front of my right foot even, on the floor. Can you see? So I'm just pressing it into the floor. I've come to the edge of the seat, pressing down, sitting tall, and the front of the right foot is in the floor, and I can really feel that quite deep stretch. And if you've tried this and there's discomfort, then by all means stop. But the aim is to just give the front of the foot a gentle stretch. As I said, you can do it bare feet, socks, or even trainers on. Have a go. And it's the one opportunity to really let gravity take control and push the foot down gently with care. That's it. Sit tall, take a breath in again. Exhale and come back. Lovely. If you don't like doing this, you can skip this, of course, but as I say, it gives the front of the foot and all the bones there an opportunity just to stretch out fully. When do we do this for our feet? Very rarely. So again, can you see I'm pressing the front of the foot gently into the mat. I can press the hands into the chair, look forwards, keep my spine tall, and again, just be aware of that lovely stretch as I open. It's almost opening the front of the foot nicely. Gives it a lovely opening. And as you gaze ahead, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Again, just notice left and right may feel quite different in our feet. And then release. Come forwards. Let's shake it out. Just shake the legs, the feet out. That's it. Have a little shake out. Relax the legs. And we're going to move straight into the knees. How are the knees today? We'll find out. Let's firstly just sit back in the chair. Let the back of the chair support your spine. Interlace, if you can, underneath the right knee. And just draw it in as you look forwards. Exhale, and as you straighten it, yogis, do aim to flex the toes as well towards you. Do keep the foot switched on, and the whole leg in line with your hip if you can. We do 6. Inhale and exhale. There's 2, 4 more. Breathing in, breathing out. Excellent. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to do 1 more with you. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. Carefully release down. We're going to switch sides, so we interlace underneath the left thigh now. Again, aim to sit tall, looking forwards. Inhale, draw the knee in. Exhale, straighten to hip height. And we'll do 5 more. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. That's it. And notice again that one leg may feel easier to stretch than the other, which is the last one. Lovely. And release. Okay, let's come forwards a little bit. Now, only do this if you can, obviously, but it is a wonderful stretch for the knee and hip. I'm going to bend that knee again and bring the right foot to rest on the fleshy part of the left thigh. Okay, now this automatically opens the knee and hip joint. Just make sure again that the ankle is comfortably on the fleshy part of the left thigh, not pushing into the knee joint. We're going to hold the foot with the opposite hand, right hand resting on right knee. And this is about folding forwards, okay? We often put this in because it's such a deep beneficial stretch for the knee joint and the outer hip, but go gently. So let's start by sitting tall. And as we exhale, we want to fold forwards from our hips. Find a point to focus along the floor ahead of your body. That's going to be your focal point for four slow breaths. Now, if you get into the pose and you think, no, this isn't for me, obviously release carefully. But if you can, relax your shoulders, soften your gaze, and just aim to breathe into those tight spots, wherever they may be, whether it's the hip, whether it's the knee, whether it's the outer buttock. Focus on guiding the breath there as best you can. And we're going to hold for two more deep breaths if we can. As we exhale, we envisage folding a little further forwards. But again, go gently. When you feel you've reached your edge, that appropriate edge, that's fine. Stay there and breathe. One more breath for those that wish to stay. Really feeling that knee and hip working there. Well done. Let's come up nice and slowly. Release the foot. And this is key here. Hug the knee in firstly before you release and stretch, okay? We don't want to dislocate our knees. And we just want to prevent any strain. So just as you come out of that, take care. Okay, left side yogis. Let's bend the left knee. Bring the heel again and the ankle to rest on the fleshy part of the thigh. My ankle's relatively free. And this side again, note in your own bodies, is it tighter or stiffer? Just take care. You don't have to stay for those 4 breaths. You can, of course, stay less. But let's have a go. Let's sit tall and breathe in together. Let's use the exhalation to start to fold forwards from the hips, and we find our point of focus along the floor. And we breathe into our body. We're breathing into our hip and our knee joint gently. But what we are noticing on this side is perhaps it's tighter or looser for some. And so I just want you to observe those differences in the left and right, because they're key for you becoming more sensitive and aware of your body and the differences, and just knowing that we all have left and right differences. If you can, fold a little further, but don't strain. I'm going to hold for one more full breath. Join me if you can. Okay. So as we inhale, we can gently come up. Oh, such a strong stretch, isn't it? And hug the knee in. And carefully release as you exhale. Well done, yogis. Let's come forwards. Let's just shake out the legs a little. That's it, relax them. And what we're going to do now is go into a wide-legged squat, okay, on our chair. And this often feels a little easier after that. But if you found the last exercise quite strong, don't go too wide with your legs. Make sure your toes and ankles, like mine, can you see, are facing out. That's important. And that you're still very much sitting on the chair. So this works the opposite areas. You've just been in your knee and hip. Now you're in the inner groin, all the way down to the inner ankle. That's the part that you're opening now. And we're just going to hold that. But we're going to add that stretch into the upper body. So we're going to bring the palms together. And we can press them in alignment with the breastbone and keep the elbows nice and open. But exert a little force there if you can. Press the palms together, gazing forwards. Keep the spine tall, toes open, and just take 3 slow breaths with me. And you'll be opening this area, removing tightness, and that can really help if your hips and pelvic region are tight as well. So if you can, sit tall, gaze ahead, breathe deep, and press those palms together. Be the goddess that you want to be, and the god, of course. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Let's inhale again, and exhale. One more breath in and out with me, if you can, yogis. Sitting tall. Lovely deep breath in And exhale. Now, just turn the right palm in and the left palm out. So left palm out, right palm in alignment with the breastbone. And this time we grip the fingers together and imagine pulling them apart. We've not changed our legs, still getting this benefit of this opening. So let's inhale and pull the arms apart at the level of the chest. Hold the breath for a few seconds, feel that strength. Exhale, relax, good. And again, breathing in, pulling the fingertips, that's it. Be careful not to strain. If you've got any heart issues, by all means, leave this pose out. Exhale, release, good. Open heart, strengthening the heart region as well. Once more, breathing in. That's it, as if you were trying to grip the hands and pull them apart, but you can't. And exhale to release. Lovely, well done. Now, whilst we're here, let's just stretch our back. Can you keep the legs open for me? We're going to inhale and bring that left shoulder down to the right knee. Exhale, relax the head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just a nice way to open into the spine as well. Inhale, coming up. Now, right shoulder to left knee. So I inhale as I go down. Exhale here, lengthening by looking down, back of the neck long. And return up. I'm going to do one more on each side. Again, left shoulder to right knee. I look down, I think flat back, keeping the knees open. Coming up. Again, down to the opposite side. Take a breath in and out here. And exhale, coming. Lovely. And we haven't finished. Why not incorporate the upper body in one more stretch? So let's turn the left palm uppermost. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Open and extend. Gaze towards it if you wish to, or look forwards. It's just a great diagonal stretch, isn't it? Exhale, come down. Inhale, across the body. Stretch that left arm. Don't swing it back too far. You can look up towards the hand or forwards if you prefer. And again, reaching and stretching across the body nicely. And exhale. Two more. Inhale again, lengthening up. Keep the spine tall, just that lovely diagonal stretch across your chest. And exhale, inhale, lengthening up again through the left side. Feel that lovely opening in the chest. And exhale, lovely. Side now. Inhale, raise the right arm, come over. Look forwards, remind your body it's coming sideways. Breathe in. Exhale, release slowly. Lovely. And let's lengthen up through the left side. Come over on the inhalation. Again, remind your body it's coming sideways. Exhale, release. Just a nice stretch here. We don't forget any part of our body. In yoga and chair yoga, we stretch everything. Inhale again, right side coming over. Exhale, release. Lovely. And once more to the left, lengthening up, breathing into those side ribs, creating space there. And exhale, release. Lovely. Zigzag, walk the feet in carefully. Well done. Shake it out. Well done, yogis. That was an excellent practice, and we incorporated lots of extra bits there. Grab some water, and then we're going to use our cans for some chair work and some work into the body. We'll just check the time. Brilliant. We've got 20 minutes. So do have a moment to grab some water. It's so important that you stay hydrated with any sort of movement, so just have some water to hand. Okay. Let's grab our cans if we're using cans. If we're not using the cans, remember that we can use 2 loose fists. So if you don't want to use any weights today, just make 2 loose fists, okay? Right, here we go. Should we start to march on the spot? Now that the body's open and energized, let's sit tall, let's take a breath. Breathing out through the nostrils if you can. Let the whole body have a moment to settle. All those major joints are now looking open, I hope, and warmer. So let's bring it on. Let's start to march on the spot, just with the legs, keeping the energy and the warmth, okay? And utilizing the fact that those joints are now warm and energized. Okay, we're going to add the arms, okay, into this march. So grip your cans if you're using cans or weights with care, or continue to make a loose fist and do all the other movements without the weights. Here we go. Marching on the spot. That's it. Okay. So we're just going to do this for maybe 10 or 20 seconds. You can slow it right down like this if you need to, or speed it up if you feel energized and strong today. Okay, don't forget to breathe. Sitting tall. Keep that breath even and relaxed. Let's go for 10 more seconds, yogis. 10, 9, 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4 and 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Right. Now what I want you to do is just come forwards on the chair, and if you can, I'm running out of space here, but hopefully you can see, I want you to flex and point the toes towards you and push your heel down and release. Push your heel down on the left side, toes towards you and release, okay? So let's just do 10 of those, and we're going to march on the spot as we do them. Here we go. So anchor down that right heel, toes towards you and release. And left side and release. Let's go. We won't add the arms, let's just do the heels. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Back to marching on the spot for 10. So that just works the heels, okay? That little exercise was just stretching into the heels. 10 seconds. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, good, 7 and 8. Are you warm? 9, I hope so, and 10. And release down, good. Okay, so now we're going to stretch that right leg forwards, flex the toes again, take the arms to shoulder height, release. Flex and straighten your left leg and the toes towards you, arms to shoulder height with the hands and release. Let's go. 1 and 2, good. And 3, slow this down if you need to. And 4, good. Warming up. 5, lovely. And 6, be careful not to throw the arms too high. 7, good. And 8, remember to breathe. 9 and 10. Let's go across the body now, raising alternate legs. So arms are going to go out into that nice sort of opening, that sort of stretch to the side. Raise the left leg, release. Right leg, extend the arms and stretch across the body. Release. Let's do 10. 1, alternate legs. And 2, good. And 3, diagonal stretch across the chest. And 4. And 5, good. Slow it down if you need to. 6. And 7, take care with those cans. And 8, good. And 9. And 10, back to marching on the spot. 10 and 9, 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Fantastic. Let's go back to raising the right leg. Take them all the way over the cans. Carefully bring them so they just clink over the head carefully and release down. And we'll do 10. We'll start with right leg, then left. 1. Good. Flex the toes. And 2. Lovely. And 3, good. Flex those toes as you raise them. And 4, lovely. And 5, brilliant. Breathe for 6. And 7, lovely work. And 8. And 9, last one. For 10, march on the spot again. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. 10 more for 1 and 2. Keep breathing. 3 and 4. You've got it. 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Fantastic. A little bit of a bicep curl now. Let's go wide with the legs, coming forwards, stretching again into the groin area, toes out, heels in. 1 and 2. That's it. Nice and slowly to begin with. And 3. Keep the spine tall for 4. Little bicep curl for 5. You've got it. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. Keep that spine tall. And 10. Together for 10. 1. And 2. Good. And 3. And 4. Slow it down if you need to, remember. And 5. And 6. Good. And 7. And 8, 9, and 10. Now try coming up on the heels, bring the cans up and down. Up onto the toes, sorry, and down. And we'll do 10. 1 and 2. That's good. And 3 and 4 and 5. Work the toes. And 6. Stop if you need to. 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Go again, but up and down. And up on the toes and down. Yeah, work the body. 3. Good. And 4. Working the feet as well. And 5. Lovely. And 6. Remember to breathe. And 7. Take care. Good. And 8. Lovely. And 9. And 10. And come back to marching for 10 and 9, 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Last 10, 10 and 9, 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Well done. Let's put those hands down. You worked hard. Sit back, shake it out. Take a couple of resting breaths, roll the shoulders back, let the arms relax. You've been carrying those cans for some time, so take a breath in with me. That's it, raise the arms, exhale, release. 3 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Lovely. Breathing in, breathing out. Once more if you can with me. Inhale, take the energy in. Exhale, expend the stale energy out and shake it out. And we're going to come to standing yogis. We've got time. Brilliant. Look at that. What is it? Just about 10 minutes to spare. So come up. And we're going to do some nice little stretches. We haven't done a triangle for ages, so we'll do a supported triangle now. Come up, just shake it out. Grab some water again. We've got about 10 minutes to work. Start to march gently. That's it, on the spot. Shake it out. Keep the energy going. And what we're going to do now is supported triangle. So the chair needs to face you, plenty of room so you're again on a non-slip surface. And just gently take your left foot in between the chair leg and have your right foot, like me, facing forwards. Already we've made this triangular shape here, okay? So left foot, between the chair legs, right foot forwards. And don't go too wide. Make sure you can bend your left knee and still see your toes, and it's not going to bang into the chair. And rest your left hand on the chair. Keep the left arm straight. And this is supported triangle. So keep this left knee bent if you need to. If you are going to straighten it, try not to lock that knee. Remember, the back leg is always straight. We're going to raise the arm up. I'm going to gaze towards it if we wish to, or we can simply gaze ahead and keep the neck strong. The choice is yours, yogis. Load the weight into the palm of the left hand, pressing into the chair. And again, keep this front knee slightly bent if you need to. Keep the front of the body open. Let's hold for 3 slow breaths. Supported triangle is a wonderful way to invoke more energy into the body. It's our pick-me-up pose for today. And in a minute, we're going to just have a little go at a shoulder opener here, okay? So one more deep breath with me. Now take this top arm and wrap it around the back of the body if you can, around your waist. Bend the front knee a little if you need to. And if comfortable, just twisting so you're looking up towards the ceiling, keeping this top shoulder as open as you can. If that's too strong, then again, just gaze forwards. But our main aim is to keep the shoulder nice and open. And this helps to open and remove tightness and stiffness in the shoulders. Hold for 2 more breaths if you can. Front knee, remember, can be bent. Back leg is nice and straight. Breathing in. Breathing out. That's it. Keep the front of the body open. And finally, we're going to inhale, unravel, bend the front knee, come up nice and slowly and relax the arms. Do shake it out, roll the shoulders back. Let's try the other side, yogis. Such a nice way to complement all of that opening. We haven't done a great deal in our spine, so in a minute I think we'll do a little cat-cow for the spine. So just taking the chair to the other side. This time my right foot is in between the chair leg. I may want to bend the front knee, that's fine, but make sure you can still see the tops of your right toes. Left foot facing forwards, right hand resting on the seat of the chair, that's key. Keep the arms strong. And I'm going to straighten the front leg, but not lock it. And gently raise my left arm now, making sure again I've not swung it back. It's in alignment with my shoulder, looking forwards or looking up towards that arm. 3 slow breaths. And again, we may notice one side feeling completely different physically. So just take care. This is a strong stretch. Breathe deep. Load a lot of the weight into the palm that's on the chair. Keep that arm, the right arm, nice and strong and straight. And breathe deep. Lovely. Triangle pose supported by the chair. Now we're going to go into the shoulder opener. So let's take the top arm, left arm, wrap it round the back of the waist, bend the front knee a little if you need to. Your main aim is to try and keep the top shoulder as open as you can. And you can either gaze up toward the sky, ceiling, or look forwards. Keep the front of the body as open as you comfortably can. And enjoy 2 more deep breaths here, yogis. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. 1 more inhalation. Deep exhale, good, that's it. And then we'll bend the front knee a little, unravel the arm, perhaps face the chair, and slowly, slowly come up. Step back and shake it out. Lovely stretch, gives the front of the body a lovely opening. And we've got quite a few minutes, it's just 12:23. So I'm going to take the chair to the other side so you can see. But again, you can keep the chair where you are. Let's just do a few cat-cows here to warm and energize the spine. So we have our hands placed on the chair, feet hip width apart, yogis, knees slightly bent, and keep those knees slightly bent throughout this movement, okay? We're going to inhale and look forwards. We lift our sternum and chest, our arms are strong, and then squeezing shoulder blades together. Exhale my chin to my chest, and I pull the tummy muscles in. I engage my core muscles just softly, but I keep those knees bent for protection for my spine. Inhale, looking forwards again. Exhale again, pulling the tummy muscles in, and 4 more. And this is a great way just to work the spine, just to start to soften it a little bit. Hopefully it's feeling a little bit warm from the waist rolls and the twists we did in our chair, but just reminding us to take great care and to soften the spine. This helps to remove tightness, but it aids circulation in the spine. I'm going to do 1 more. Inhaling, looking forwards. Exhaling, chin to chest as I curl the spine. Come back to a neutral position. Let's twist now. Let's inhale. Twist to look towards our right hip. Exhale, come back. Keep the knees soft. Inhale, twist to your left. Exhale back. So just a nice little twist here for the spine as well. Inhale to the right. Exhale back. Inhale once more to the left. Exhale back. It's like a slow motion swishing a towel. Once more to each side. Twist to the right. Keep the arms strong. Exhale back. Inhale, twist to your left. Exhale back. Then we're going to step forwards, hands to the back of the chair, and come up nice and slowly, stepping back, shake it out. Well, let's finish with a balance, shall we? I was going to think about chair pose. In fact, I probably could get both in. Come back to sitting on the chair a moment. Give your legs a rest. And we're going to do the chair pose. We're going to start by sitting in the chair. This works our legs beautifully, but also our arms, so the whole body again integrated. Great for thighs if they're tight. We're going to make sure the feet are hip width apart. And we start by taking our hands just slightly higher, I guess, than our shoulders, as if we're holding onto a cylindrical shape, a sort of dome-like shape, okay? I say a sort of imaginary beach ball, really. So our arms are holding onto this, our hands, dome-like shape in front of us. And we're going to inhale and just come forwards, but keep your bottom on the chair. Exhale, come back. 3 of those. Breathing in, coming forwards, but keeping the sit bones on the chair for now. Exhale, coming back. Let's do that once more. Inhale, coming forward, still the sit bones down, and exhale. And that's a great one to do if you don't want to come off the chair. We're now going to try 3 off the chair. Inhale, come off the chair, keep the knees soft, come into your chair-like sort of position, arms a little higher, holding onto your dome-like shape. Breathe and hold for a breath in. Now as you exhale, carefully sit back on the chair, relax the arms. We're going to do that twice more. Now if you don't want to come off the chair, continue to just come forwards as if you are and back. Okay, so that's the nice gentler version. But those that want to, we are coming off the chair again if you wish to. Here we go. Inhale, I come up. Again, holding on to my dome-like shape. Coming into chair pose, keep the knees where they are, the feet anchored down. Gazing ahead, breathing in. Breathing out, good. Hold for another breath if you can. Inhale here. And as you exhale, carefully sit back on the chair, release the hands and relax. One more of those, okay? So good for the body, so strengthening for the legs. Do make sure you're breathing and do skip this one if you're tired. Here we go. Inhale again, coming slowly and smoothly off the chair. Arms higher this time, holding on to my imaginary beach ball. Knees again, not coming all the way over the ankles. Still see my toes. Hold and breathe for 2 breaths if you can, yogis. Inhaling, exhale, sitting back on the chair. Take care as you go back. Ooh, and shake it out. Nicely done, yogis. We've got time for just one more pose. Let's come up. Take the chair over to your left. We're going to try our chair pose supported. And bend your left knee. Take the foot onto the chair and just turn the foot out. So you're resting on the outer edge of the left foot. There we go. Look, we're back here, back into that inner groin area. And with a strong right leg, if you can, bring the palms into prayer position. We call this supported tree pose. And it's great because we use the chair to support us, but still get the benefits of the balance. If this feels too strong, simply turn the back of the chair and press the left foot onto the right. Okay? And use the back of the chair. That's a modified version of what we're doing. And one hand on our hip. So go into that if that's easier than this. Okay? So my right leg is strong, anchoring it into the floor and just taking one more deep breath here. Coming out of the pose, take care, hold on to the back of the chair as you release the leg. Take it carefully over to the opposite side. And then turn the outer edge of the right foot and bring the hands into prayer position. Again, left leg is strong. And if this is too strong, remember, use the back of the chair and just take the right foot on top of the left and anchor the foot down, and you'll still get a nice stretch and a balance, of course, but just one foot on top of the other. Do the gentler variation if you need to. So again, be aware of this lovely opening here, supported by the chair, holding for another breath in. Deep breath out. This leg is strong. You can hold this for as long as you comfortably can if you've got the time. It's a great stretch for the inner groin, and also, as we know, balances help to aid memory and build strength and stamina. And then I hold on to the back of the chair with care and release. Okay, let's bring the chair back. Come to sitting. It is time. Yes, it's past. Goodness. Take a moment to shake it out again, yogis. Unfortunately, we've run out of time. How quickly this hour goes, but I hope you feel a little more centered. Should we just take a nice deep breath here together? Sit tall, yogis. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, release. Lovely. Once more if you can. Breathing in. Gather your energies. Breathing out. Just releasing any old stagnant energy. And last time, inhale and lengthen up. Exhale, palms come together at the chest. And then let's take a moment here just to wish our bodies well. Take a moment to breathe and just observe how you feel. 1 or 2 resting breaths. Notice if you feel warmer and hopefully a little looser now. And let your breath relax. Take a deep breath in. And if your eyes were closed, opening them now as we exhale, it's time to go. So Om Shanti Peace, go well. Thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you on a chair again soon. Have a great day. Bye for now. Stay warm.